One of the most mysterious real stories about elections is the case of the disappeared votes in the 2000 United States presidential election. This election, which took place between George W. Bush and Al Gore, was marked by a highly contentious and controversial vote count, particularly in the state of Florida. The election night ended with no clear winner, leading to a mandatory recount in Florida. What followed was a legal and political drama that lasted over a month. There were widespread reports of voting irregularities, including confusing ballot designs, malfunctioning voting machines, and allegations of voter suppression. The most famous issue was the butterfly ballot used in Palm Beach County, which was so confusing that many voters ended up voting for a third-party candidate, Pat Buchanan, instead of Al Gore. This ballot design error potentially cost Gore thousands of votes in a state where the final margin was just 537 votes. Additionally, there were disputes over hanging chads, that means partially punched holes in paper ballots, and dimpled chads. It means indentations on a ballot that were not punched through. The controversy over how to count these ballots led to multiple lawsuits and a contentious series of court battles. The Florida Supreme Court ordered a statewide manual recount, but this decision was halted by the U.S. Supreme Court in the landmark case Bush v. Gore. The court's decision effectively awarded Florida's electoral votes, and thus the presidency, to George W. Bush. The 2000 election exposed significant flaws in the American electoral system and led to widespread calls for reform. The mysterious and chaotic nature of the vote count, along with the legal battles and the narrow margin, have made this election one of the most controversial and closely scrutinized in U.S. history.